A statement from the Russian embassy in London claimed the UK would use every opportunity, however absurd, to maintain pressure on Russia. Officials also accused the UK of adding to the tension in the troubled region by sending teams of military instructors and propagandists to support Ukrainian forces. And press attaché from the Russian embassy said, unfortunately, the Ukrainian provocation in the Black Sea, as well as the general situation in the region, continues to be used by a number of Western countries, including the UK, to stir up anti-Russian rhetoric. The UK government uses every opportunity, however absurd, to maintain pressure on Russia. Russian press attaché continued, the details of the incident, most notably the blatant and deliberate violation of the territorial waters of the Russian Federation by the Ukrainian ships, are ignored by the UK government. A number of British media outlets have also given a biased assessment of Russian actions in the Kerch Strait. I would like to stress once again that the Kerch Strait is open to passage for any merchant ships heading to and from Russian and Ukrainian ports, as well as for Russian and Ukrainian warships. Blaming Russia for an escalation in the Sea of Azov, London conceals the fact that on November 25 the Ukrainian side violated the Russian border in the place that had been Russian territory even before the events of 2014. Ukrainian Su-27 fighter jets performing combat drills at an Air Force base near Zhytomyr. Image, Reuters. 2 Ukrainian artillery boats seized by Russian forces in the Sea of Azov. Image, Getty. Russia has beefed up its military deployment in Crimea as the crisis there deepens. Image, Getty. The Ukrainians rejected an offer of pilotage and were treacherously heading into the Kerch Strait from the south. 2 officers of the Ukrainian security service present aboard one of the ships later admitted they had a special task to act the way they did. Curiously enough, the incident in the Kerch Strait coincided with the aggravation of the situation in Donbass as Kiev is pulling military equipment to the disengagement line. This is a direct violation of the Minsk agreements by Ukraine, completely ignored by the UK. Moreover, London contributes to Kiev's aggressive attitude by announcing the deployment of additional contingents of military instructors to Ukraine and groups of military propagandists from the British 77th Brigade. The Russian embassy was also enraged that Kiev's confrontational policy, which contradicts regional and international security interests, is supported by the UK Conservative government, which uses every opportunity, however absurd, to maintain pressure on Russia. The latest crises erupted when Russian warships opened fire on 3 Ukrainian vessels in the Sea of Azov off the Crimean coast and then seized them and imprisoned 24 sailors. Ukraine's leaders announced a 30-day period of martial law in the country and still fear the crisis will escalate into an all-out armed conflict.